You're watching PTV.
PTV Live celebrates the holiday season like no other. Join the gang for all your favorite Yuletide fun, like the Taste of Christmas, sampling new tasty treats, amazing and festive Christmas crafting segments with Sherry. Find out what's going on with Ben and his always entertaining life. Hilarious Hallmark Christmas movie reviews you'll want to put on your watch list. Holiday shopping excursions to seek out what's new in stores this season. The absolute best Christmas decor tips to make your home festive and cheerful. And of course, finding out what's new at Trader Joe's this Christmas. Don't miss a moment this holiday season of PTV Live. Mondays 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on YouTube. watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live Holiday Edition. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben, and Sherry is coming down soon with some crap. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, this is great. Oh, well, thank you everyone for being here tonight. It's a lot of fun.
PTV Live is not 15 years old. That's all we're going to say.
It's not PTV Live. It's the actual house.
Yes, at 2:45 p.m. our time.
November 6th in
2008, we got keys to this house. So we've been proud homeowners for exactly 15 years. So that's why we did it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's something to cheer.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's very...
Dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Yes, it's also our dad's birthday.
Had our father still been alive today, he would have been 99.
Yeah.
Today would have been his 90th.
He was hard to take at 60. I can't even imagine him in his 90s.
Can you imagine?
Oh, gosh.
Our mom was cranky enough into her 90s.
Yeah, Dad was a pistol. He was quite a pistol.
It was a rifle, not a pistol.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Coming from off camera.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Sherry. It's good to have you with. Everyone. It's good to have you with us tonight. We are excited. We're going to be sharing a little bit about home ownership over the last 15 years. But that'll be later on.
Serious memory lane.
Yeah. That'll be later on in the show. However, we're going to get started as we usually do for our holiday edition. Our friend Chatty, where is he in the forest this time? Let's check it out. Okay, so if you look carefully there, Chatty is hanging out in the newest addition to the forest, the target tree. So there he is.
There he is.
Right there. There he is. The target tree is a new addition to the forest this year. As a matter of fact, it was not an expected tree. This is in addition to the 33 and a half that we had already scheduled.
34.
We now have 34 and a half trees in the forest. This one is not your typical tree. It is sitting in a Target shopping cart on its kind of like at a 45-degree angle, like you're buying it at Target, which we did not get that tree at Target.
No, they didn't have trees.
All the ornaments there, and
we got yelled at Target, but that's they wouldn't let us get the ornaments, but that was,
yeah.
Well, you were able to locate them, and Sherry and I picked them up, and we got our own copies too. So,
oh well, let me present Benny. There you go. There we go.
Yeah,
those are the Target ornaments.
They're worth like $80 or $60 on eBay.
Yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Really appreciate that.
That is $20 at Target.
If you can find them.
Yeah.
If you can find them. I'm a little blurry.
Oh,
I'm good now.
Yeah. So, wow. That's
2.2 blurry is nothing new.
Paul says that's 2.26 trees a year.
Yeah.
That's about how many we've added per year.
The first year when we barely had furniture in the house and we were barely living, you did like a month and a half, about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A week to 2 weeks before Christmas, out of the blue, there we go. He says, I have to put up a Christmas tree. We just had carpet put in, and it was the only thing floating in the room. And so we did have one tree, even though we were barely living in the house.
Yeah, so
our
water mugs are sponsored by Ken from the North Pole News Dispatch this week.
So
and the Orlando guy.
The Orlando guy. It's wonderful. The Orlando guy.
Yeah, water.
Yep, I've got water there.
Diet Coke.
I have Diet Coke.
And champagne.
Yes, I have
Gonna get some.
I have some champagne to open up, so why don't we get started? I am looking for the tag to open this bottle.
I told him to do it before, but he wouldn't listen. No, I said do it before.
Well, I didn't want to open it up completely. I want to pop it.
Here, just kind of run it around the edge. Okay. I wanted something fizzy to celebrate. I mean, 15 years is just...
15 years is a long time to stay in a house. That's the longest time you've stayed in any home, Doug.
Yeah. The longest was my childhood home, and that was about 12-ish years, maybe 13.
Our family has owned the house where we are since 1966. So
yeah.
we're
almost 70 years.
60 years.
70.
No, 60.
No. We're getting close to 60 years. It's 57 years that we've owned the home.
Wow.
And there we go. Got the bottle, the foils off the bottle now.
Why are you taking all of it off? So we couldn't find any champagne, so we ended up finding... It was in our little entry closet thing, an almond champagne. So it's probably absolutely nasty, but hopefully it's good.
No, is it one of those almond sparkling wines?
Yeah, but we don't know who they're
it's
from.
No, it's Wybell Vineyards. It's there on the list, and it's about to pop.
Oh, it lost its gas.
Yeah, because that's not the one that Tom gave you.
No, we have no idea where this came from.
So...
Oh, it still has fizz.
It's got fizz. There you go.
I'll toast you with tomato soup.
Well, I wanted to make sure that we could actually...
It doesn't smell rancid. Okay, smell.
I wanted to celebrate 15 years
of homeownership.
Cheers.
Was that at like 2:45 this afternoon, or what was the...
That's good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's actually pretty good.
It's not trashy, but it's really good.
Yeah, definitely. So everyone...
It's very subtle. Actually, I like it.
So in case... What we're talking about is the fact that the episode is called PTV 15th Anniversary. That's 15 years of home ownership of the villa. So we're just going to go down memory lane a little bit about that.
Yeah, we will
later
show you
on in the show.
We went down memory lane. I have pictures of everything.
Yeah. So we're starting...
And it's terrifying.
Yeah. We're starting with the champagne, but as long as we've got a drink in hand, let's go ahead and get started.
Let's get with the Hallmark stuff.
Let's do the Hallmark Channel movie review.
Surprise!
A little new intro there for the holiday season.
Over the Great Wall of China at the end?
No, it's just a castle.
It's just a surprise. We did a new... I found some fancy stuff. We had a little fun. So.
We had a little fun with some downloading stuff. But yeah, I'd like to... a new intro, yes. I actually saw something here. I got a message, by text message, and it says, please give a shout out to my mom, Bobby Howard, brand new villager of PTV Live. She's having knee surgery next week, Bobby. We will be praying for you. Welcome to the village. Yeah. We love having you with us. And no, Richard, you did not make that intro. That
was ours.
That was us. We came up with
surprise. You can play it again if you guys want to see it.
No,
it's that good.
We can play it as we wrap up.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Flipping for Christmas was Friday night's movie. There, of course, during Countdown to Christmas, there are 3 new supposed holiday-themed movies on Hallmark. Now, I say supposedly because sometimes some of the films, Christmas seems to be an afterthought.
Yeah.
Not the case for this one, though. This one was... It was almost Christmas
Christmassy.
when a realtor, Abigail, agrees to help her sister with the simple flip of a recently inherited home. Unfortunately, co-beneficiary Bo has other plans in mind. This one stars Ashley Newbro and Marcus Rosner.
Now, did you guys watch this? Okay. First, what have you guys watched?
I watched all three.
I watched all three.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead and I will throw this one to you, Ben, and you, Sherry. Give a quick rundown of this film and what you thought.
Yeah, I saw this first thing on Sunday morning. I've gotten into the habit of doing my things that I need to do on Friday night and Saturday all day, and I hold on to the two films because I get some really quiet time when I wake up early, like at 7 a.m., and I can just blow through both films in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it's very nice for me because I can start my laundry and watch the films. This film was very entertaining. It was cute. It was sweet. Middle of the road Christmas movie for Hallmark. Just your average Christmas movie. It was entertaining, very predictable. You had the really evil land developer that wanted to ruin a small town, and predictable outcome. I gave it a 6.
Oh, you're generous.
And Sherry, how about you?
I feel like Ben did. I thought it was very entertaining. I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
But I liked it for what it was. I mean, it wasn't the worst I've seen.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mystic Christmas and Mystic or whatever that one was.
Mystic Christmas was a mess.
Yeah. This one was nothing like that at all.
Okay. Well, our Hallmark savant, Paul Eichenlaub, says it was okay, but I think the movies are lacking something that Hallmark had before. So this one got 2 Ben burritos, which is on the equivalent scale of ours, 4 gold crowns. Doug and I, we thought it was
5, middle of the road. It was Kleenex. You just watch it, you throw it away. It was just
spit my soup out.
But you're not supposed to go watch YouTube at the same time. It was okay. I mean, I was entertained. I wasn't,
But we gave it 5 gold crowns.
Yeah, it was 5. I mean, I watched it. Them painting each other. There was montages. Enough hissing. She pretty much told the land developer to go pound sand. I mean, it was,
which I thought was great.
Yeah, I mean, she found the whole save the animals thing, so they can't use the land.
No, I loved how she tied it up at the end. That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring this one here. He says, I like the PTV music at the beginning and end of the show. I wonder who chose it. We actually chose it for our show. And the music where you throw the hat, Ben, in your commercial.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore. That's
from the Mary Tyler Moore show, and the introduction mimics the Mary Tyler Moore show. One of my favorite classic sitcoms.
Yeah. The music that we chose, which is why we call it the Moment of Groovy. After we chose it, the music became, someone said, oh, that sounds very groovy. So it kind of morphed into that, and that's why we have that. Anyway,
it's kind of reticent of what the People Mover sounded like in the 60s and 70s at Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly. It has that feel.
Yeah.
Nicole, what did you think of Flipping for Christmas? I'm just reaching out to her because I just happened to see a friend of mine there in this chat. So anyway. Next film. Flipping for Christmas was Friday night. On Saturday night, they had a film that personally, Ben, I want you to take the lead on this one. Never Been Christ, Home for the Holidays, BFFs Naomi and Liz reconnect with high school crush Chris Silver. A complex love triangle. Not complex at all. Forcing them to take stock of their lives and find the value of friendship. Oh my gosh. Now, I took this description directly from Hallmark's website. That's an awful description of the film. Ben, what did you think?
To be fair, I thought they were on the verge of becoming a PG-rated channel by introducing a throuple concept to this movie. It was terrible.
It
It had nothing to do with Christmas at all. Christmas was an afterthought that was wedged into this storyline.
actually, there were moments when Hanukkah was more pronounced than Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I
Yeah,
saw
this is great.
a tweet. Someone said that this movie probably should have been called Menorah and Mommy Issues.
Major mommy issues.
Yeah.
Tyler was
The story was
insignificant.
all over the map.
I have to say, I didn't care for it either. I gave it a 2.
We're too.
And the only reason is because I like Tyler Hines, and he did well with the character that they gave him to play, but
It was not insignificant, and it was about him.
I was so disappointed because I do like him.
Oh yeah.
It depends on, I believe, what the channel and the producers feel each go-to actor is capable of doing,
Yeah.
and possibly potentially saving a movie. And unfortunately, this one was just, it should not have even made it past the concept stage.
It couldn't be.
It was
saved.
a terrible movie.
Terrible.
It was.
I gave it 1 crown.
Oh yeah, we were generous because it was Tyler. I have one problem.
I want to say that Paul Eichenloff says this was a good movie to catch up on my sleep. 0 Ben Burritos. He gave it a 0. I actually fell asleep. I never fall asleep during these movies. I fell asleep.
I laughed, and he's like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is what it is." So we had to run back all the way to the last commercial break. There was one scene that just got me so livid, like so super pissed. Was the one where, okay, the significance of this. When you get accepted in Stanford, even your mother and father, if something is a crisis, you still go to Stanford. There's nothing getting into Stanford is like walking on the moon. You go. When she said, "Oh, I got accepted, but I stayed because your father died." Screw that. It was horrible.
Okay.
That's not being selfless or anything. That's being stupid. I don't know who wrote that in Hallmark to put that as a selfish. That pissed me off because that was stupid.
That was one of the characters. The other character had a mother who lost her husband years ago. She all of a sudden decided that it was time for her to move to California to be with her daughter without consulting her daughter and telling her, "Oh, by the way, we're going to share a house."
Oh, she was horrible too. I mean,
what mother, rightly so, would move across the country to say, "By the way, we're buying a house and sharing it"?
Yeah, we're going to Palo Alto. Anybody knows
Palo Alto homes go for a minimum of $4 million in Palo Alto.
But
and that's where Stanford is. And I know Stanford. I know people going to Stanford. I'm like, they wrote that like, "Oh, that was so nice of her that she didn't go to Stanford for her friend." Screw that. That is actually the worst thing. It's so unrealistic. The mommy issues, the dead parents, everything was horrible.
Rachel brought up a good point. That's a good Doug rant. So let's go ahead.
Yes. I got so livid. I was just like, it was so. I'm like, what?
So
you know what I have to say though, Doug, there are people that do that.
Yeah, there are. Now,
yeah, but that's, there is a point where you can say that. He brought up something that he did for Marianne. And I'm like, even Marianne would say, if you got accepted into a big job, go. You don't need to, help to save me. Which he ended up staying for it, but that's a different story.
So unfortunately for Tyler Hines, he was underutilized for this film, just like Ryan Pavey was underutilized in that dreadful film that he was in a couple of weeks ago. What was the name of it?
Oh, the sky was.
Yeah, you don't even need to remember it. It was bad for
I'm
him.
glad they didn't make Tyler look like a pedophile because I was tired of the one with the camera one. This one with all these women fungling all over him, it wasn't so bad, but they gotta get him up and get him into more women, not like old women. You gotta speed it up because.
But the name of the film came from Tyler's character, Chris, and the girls who both had a crush on him in high school referred to them having never been Chris'd, which. I mean, that's stupid. And come on. How many people show up at Christmas in their hometown that are single to go to a fake ball on Christmas Eve at their high school?
Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
Christmas
care.
Eve. Not to mention, who has time to plan a ball like that at Christmas?
And really, you don't need to relive some of these lives. I know some people do, but that's not something you need to relive.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
It was stupid. Oh, so stupid.
You see that text message from our nephew?
Yeah.
Who?
Well, apparently Jeff is watching tonight. Hello, Jeff.
What?
No. We'll I'll go ahead and quote it on
Jeff
on social media.
No. I'm going to go ahead and say it here. Jeff is a die-hard California bear. His mortal enemies are the Stanford Cardinals. And the thing is, the cardinal is not a bird. The cardinal refers to a tree. Their mascot for Stanford is a tree.
Yes.
It's a pine tree or a redwood tree.
Yeah.
They've always been a silly...
Stanford, more like Stanford, F-U-R-D. Stupid cardinal, go Bears.
I don't care if it's Stanford, Berkeley, or whatever. It is so... It was just... Okay, we got to move on.
Yeah, Jeff
was like...
I'll give that one for Jeff.
We wasted way too much air talking about that horrible
Sunday night, the Santa Summit. Now, this is a long description, so I'm not going to read it. Go ahead and feel free to. 3 friends are all having problems with love. One lost her love. One is pining for someone. And the other is just completely... she's cynical about everything right now.
Well, she had her job taken away from the music department and was relegated to the English department in the high school where the 3 of them teach.
She hated
pissed off too.
But she had a choice. She could have either lost her job altogether or gone to teach English. She chose English. So,
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, you'd be miserable, but.
Well, she said she had too much investment, so that's when she been an English teacher, and she hates The Great Gatsby. I thought that was great.
But I will say this. This film brought back my hope for Hallmark films for this season. For me, this has been the best film yet in the series of all the films that they've done in Countdown to Christmas.
We were going to watch it again.
That's how I felt.
We're going to watch it again.
I agree with you. I was pleasantly surprised.
I had very low expectations for this movie, and I was pleasantly surprised with this film. I gave it 8 gold crowns.
In fact,
we're fine.
I had finished watching Never Been Christ, and Tom said, "What's on next?" And I said, "Well, the one that came on tonight." And I said, "I'm not looking forward to it because it doesn't sound like it's a real interesting film." And he said, "Well, I'm going to go to bed." Well, it started, and he sat and watched the whole thing with me.
Yeah. So Richard says, the Santa Summit, not really a Christmas movie, but gets 8 Orlandos due to fresh pine. Now, I want you to notice, if you look at the picture carefully, in the bottom right, you will see a costume of a tree walking around town behind Dasher and the others. So he's there on screen. Yeah, but this film really was that good. We really like
the DJ at the silent disco. The DJ, I looked at him and I'm like, wow, that's a kid. I don't know who it was. I just saw a couple hours ago on Facebook. It's Niall Matter. He's the one who was DJing the movie. He took a cameo in there. So he's up there spinning like a DJ.
No wonder he looked familiar.
Yes. So it was an incredible movie.
Speaking of DJs, we got to go back to the first film, Flipping for Christmas, where the actor who was an assistant to the evil developer played a DJ on the series of Schitt's Creek.
Yes,
you found that.
You saw that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, the thing that I thought of was the fact that he was there at the college where Alexis wanted to go to school, where she went and attended orientation. They had misspelled orientation, so
yeah, you go to orientation.
I was very pleased with the movie.
But this one, this
really
one definitely.
Stand-up characters for me was Fresh Pine and Freddie, who was spectacular, bringing Stella. I just thought it was written really well. It was really good.
Even the supporting characters, Fresh Pine, Freddie, the DJ, and the driver of that pedicab.
Yeah, Dasher.
He was great too.
All this wisdom and the wild goose chase.
The writing was good. The character development was good. Just everything was good.
The mind blown is that he did the gingerbread house from her wallet.
Yeah.
That was so.
That was a cute.
And the way they kept missing each other.
Oh
yeah. Okay.
It was so good.
Well, why don't we go ahead and take a quick break here? Doug and I will probably get a refill. We're going to need refill. We're going to get a refill of our glasses here because this stuff is good. But we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
Merry Christmas from your Kmart Christmas store. Save on sweaters and on hats, bowling balls and baseball bats.
Cameras, TVs, bikes and plants, goldfish, fat boy slippers, pants.
Mirrors, dresses, perfume, socks, toasters, roasters, robes and clocks. Candy, records, films and toys at Santa Land for girls and boys. Christmas smiles light every face at Kmart's Christmas saving place.
You're watching PTV.
PTV Live celebrates the holiday season like no other. Join the gang for all your favorite Yuletide fun, like the Taste of Christmas, sampling new tasty treats, amazing and festive Christmas crafting segments with Sherry. Find out what's going on with Ben and his always entertaining life. Hilarious Hallmark Christmas movie reviews you'll want to put on your watch list. Holiday shopping excursions to seek out what's new in stores this season. The absolute best Christmas decor tips to make your home festive and cheerful. And of course, finding out what's new at Trader Joe's this Christmas. Don't miss a moment this holiday season of PTV Live. Mondays 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on YouTube.
Surprise on the Kmart thing. That was all generative AI.
No. Okay. You got to make sure that you understand what's going on. He's talking about the Photoshop work that he did on the TV screen. Doug put that all together using generative AI in Photoshop.
That doesn't exist.
But the commercial itself was not AI.
Oh, that's 46 minutes of great 80 commercials. I downloaded this, so watch out, people.
All I know is that I saw Peter Frampton in there as a record that was offered that Christmas season.
Did you see the little candle that was made out of the pine cone candle on top of the TV? So we had a little fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
There are more commercials coming. So
there's tons.
You'll see more commercials as the season goes on. But that was a lot of fun.
Surprise!
There's also something at Trader Joe's coming up.
Oh yeah, here it is.
So let's check it out.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
What happened now?
Well,
I just got a message from Megan saying that Jeff said, you guys mentioned Stanford without curses and epithets.
I love Stanford. I genuinely love Stanford.
Okay. Doug is making a lot of noise with this bag.
Yeah, because I want to eat.
Here, let me go ahead and present. This is from Trader Joe's. It is the... Pull it back. Focus. There it goes. Thanksgiving stuffing seasoned popcorn.
I was just going to ask Ben about that because one of our second cousins loves this stuff and can't get enough of it.
I have never had this.
She loves it. This is the second year she's had it.
I didn't even know they had it. Here we go.
Now, I've had the chips before. And the chips, you'll see different things from the Moment of Groovy. The chips are included there.
I like that.
It's weird, but pleasant.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
It's just popcorn with their leftover dust.
Rachel, yes, you did see a football helmet behind me on the tree. It's a mouse head, so it's a little antenna ball. So, yeah, that's there. Yeah, I would buy this again.
It's delicious.
Oh, it's really good.
I'm hoping that this becomes a perennial one that they do every year, because it's like their
Make your own.
They do potato chips this way.
Make your own.
Well, I know,
No,
but
I don't care for the potato chips. I actually like the popcorn better.
the popcorn is very good.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. It's Trader Joe's.
You need a little water though.
Or something. The Orlando guy's mug is sweating.
Benji says Jiffy Pop stuffing is next.
Jiffy Pop.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, so okay. Matt says it is the same seasoning as the chips.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly it.
Thank you, Matt. I thanks for that info.
Just not greasy.
Matt is our insider at Trader Joe's, so thank you so much. Appreciate that. So, wow, we have other things to try, but we'll do some more stuff next week. We're pacing ourselves on it because we have other things to try. But let's go ahead and let's celebrate Hallmark.
Look at Ken going all kinds of history on Kmart.
K in Kmart stands for Kresge, who originally owned a chain of 5 and dime stores. Indeed.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew that.
There's so many wonderful things. I loved Kmart.
I've lived long enough to know a few facts like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope so. You're old enough.
A local mall near our home opened with a Cress variety store.
I loved that store.
It was a good store.
But that was back in the early 70s when we didn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
And retail was that. Well, retail was in the 80s.
Okay, so 2015, a legacy of Hallmark ornaments. This one, we have a friend that one of the villagers, Alex, just loves Ariel. And this ornament from 2015, I'm sure he would love to have in his collection. That's
if he doesn't.
Yeah, The Little Mermaid, 2015. There was nothing special.
She looks really old in that.
Yeah, there's nothing special about this ornament other than the fact that it just celebrated that Disney has a constant supply of themed ornaments with Hallmark keepsake. So there it is. Yeah, indeed. Kmart's influence is worldwide. I was in a little alley shop in Jerusalem once, and they had a blue light special for some of the merchandise.
That was insane.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And there is Alex. He says he's got it already.
There'll be women eating in the cafeteria or smoking in the cafeteria waiting for the blue light special. They spend all day at Kmart waiting for the blue light special, smoking those cigarettes by the packful.
Yeah, I do remember the fact that you were only allowed to smoke in the snack bar area at Kmart, as if the smoke would behave and not travel through the store. So
we loved the 70s, 80s when smoking was healthy.
Well, you know what? We have some other things to go through. As a matter of fact, let's check out what we got in the mail this week.
Oh, we're going to do that?
Yeah, we're going to do some more crap delivery.
Who's going first?
Do you have something, Ben?
I've got a few ornaments that came in, some that arrived just before we went live tonight.
Okay, well, in this case, I'll start with this one. This is from one of our villagers, a local friend of ours. And
as a family friend.
It was addressed to the More Crap Department, Pepper Tree Villa.
Phil, shame on you. Shame on you.
So yeah, more crap.
We have no idea what this is. Well, we think we know.
I think I know what it is. But
I want some. I have my scissors.
Oh, there's more in it than I thought.
Oh wow!
Take a look at this. These are.
What are these sponges?
They gave us kitchen sponges.
Love from.
They're mouse-shaped kitchen sponges.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Sponges.
Yeah.
I gotta take off the little tag.
Yeah, they're Mickey.
We got sponges. Like, we need to be clean. Oh, I know where they came from. Daiso. All Japanese.
No.
Yeah.
It's very Japanese.
I'm also going to present camera here because this one in particular, the shoehorn. But not just any shoehorn. It's from the Disneyland Hotel.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, this is going to be on the Disney tree.
Oh, God.
I would hope so.
Yeah, definitely
That's awesome.
From
shoehorn to many. To me, it's a Christmas ornament.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Carolyn. And oh my goodness.
From where? I mean, from what era did that shoehorn come from?
Google it. I'm sure it's out there. Someone is.
It's not from very long ago. So hello, Jim.
It says the
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
I mean, that is awesome. Very light and very thin.
Jim,
it's a little chintzy, but you know.
So yeah, there's Jim. His show
now.
His show is live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on his channel. More Sunshine, please. Okay. Yeah, a shoehorn. Ben, you say you got some ornaments.
Yeah, go ahead and present me, please, so I can have a little bit of a bigger screen. These came in over the past few days. I ordered these things.
Thank you, Sherry.
3 weeks ago. It took forever for these things to come in. This is the first one. This is a Cinderella book ornament.
Oh, very nice.
And it actually opens up with a little pop-up. And I haven't pulled the little thing out on the back, but it is a sound, and it will give a sound for the ornament.
You're not going to let me hear it?
No, I don't. I don't want to do a copyright thing. Disney is rabid about that kind of thing.
That's right.
But they also did one for Sleeping Beauty.
We got the Sleeping Beauty one just recently.
Well,
it finally came in.
I also got this one of Jose in the Tiki Room.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, ours hasn't come in yet.
Yeah. Again, 3 weeks. 3 weeks I've been waiting for the...
Well, you were complaining we didn't because we were busy doing stuff
at the park.
Yeah, yeah. They'll always will most likely be at the parks.
Because I really want one of Jose.
Okay.
Benji says that there's an official Disney Cinderella shoehorn, but may be used with non-glass slippers.
All right. This one is of Yzma as a kitty cat after she is changed into a kitty cat from Emperor's New Groove.
God, I've only seen that movie once.
I have this one celebrating 100 years of the Disney company with Chip and Dale.
Oh, that's great. You did get a lot of ornaments.
There's two more. There is this one, which is of my favorite attraction. It's a Small World. And the clock face does go back and forth.
Of course it does.
So that's very cute. And then one last ornament is this one of an old school television playing the Disneyland show from ABC back in the 50s.
Well, that's great. That is great.
So we were getting ornaments too, and they were sending them individually. Disney has been complaining they have no money. they need to stop the shipping each ornament. We ordered about a half a dozen. Each one has been individually shipped.
In a big box.
No, and no wonder they're so poor. Yeah. Is because they can't understand the concept of shipping.
Now, this is another thing that we did get in the mail. This was a surprise.
This is one of those, oops.
This was one of those things that when we were doing research for our 50th anniversary tree.
Right here.
Going down the rabbit hole, huh?
Yeah, we found some things in the catalog that we had not seen before. And in this case, this is a Seasons Treatings tree.
Now, I wouldn't buy this stuff unless it's highly discounted or cheap.
You can see peppermints and licorice right there, and little ornaments hang off the tree. So,
it's awesome.
This thing was, originally it was sold for $60. We definitely paid less than that.
Nice, $38 including free shipping.
And that was from 6 years ago. I did not remember seeing this in the Dream Book, but I'm glad we found it online.
It's brand new. They never opened it.
We got a good price for it. So
there we go. That was our little
surprise.
Don't look at old catalogs from Hallmark and then go on eBay.
Yeah.
Bad. But we ended up scoring. We controlled ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess that's Holiday More, the edition of Holiday More Crap Delivery this week.
You guys did better than me. I behaved this last week.
Yeah.
Well, you've been making up for it. We've been dry.
No, she instead was selling some of her stuff. But
yeah,
we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's take a quick break. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. We'll be right back.
The 2023 limited edition Orlando Guy mug is here just in time for the holidays. It's a fun way to enjoy your morning brew with this whimsical collector's edition mug. Get yours while you can at theorlandoguy.com.
Christmas is a time for closeness, and closeness is what Norelco razors are all about. The shiny new silver rotary razors in cord and rechargeable models with 36 blades, 9 closeness settings, and no gotchas. And the Ladybugs, the ladies' razors that really work. And the Ladybug Salon, a ladybug razor plus 11 grooming attachments. Norelco, even our name says Merry Christmas.
Gonna make it after all.
And now another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. Setting the dining room table is another fun aspect of decorating for the holidays. In this case, we've gone with a winter solstice look that we got at Target years ago. But I folded the napkins so that they look like Christmas trees. And this is how you do it. Start with a square napkin. Fold it over, and then fold it again. You want to make sure your napkin is in quadrants. Once you're set, turn the folds so that they point toward you, like so. Then you begin folding. And one at a time, you fold it up, just like that. Then you turn the napkin over, making sure not to bother the folds that are on the back side now. Take one side of the napkin, fold it over on itself so that you've got a straight line across like that. And then fold the other side on top of it like that. Then take the napkin, turn it over away from you like that. And then begin a tuck and roll with these tips so that it goes under like that. Tuck and roll, and just keep folding under like that to form different layers of the tree. When you get to the last layer, this will be on the plate. So you just take the napkin, you tuck it under like that, and put it down on the plate. And there you have a nice Christmas tree folded napkin. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. That's a decorating tip, all right.
Yeah, you need to learn how to fold better.
Hey,
he was doing it like 6 times because he did it. He didn't like it because the camera was all wonky. Then it wasn't mic'd. That's like the 6th time, so it's not done real well. But it gives you the idea.
I gave it my best shot.
Yeah,
at that point,
it was after I said, "Yeah, you really just need to kill this idea." Because it's like, no, I need to do it.
You're cringing.
But
I know it was folding,
but I still had fun with it. So anyway,
I guess that's what matters.
Doug and I have been here at PTV, this house,
lane.
15 years. And we're going to go ahead and start by showing you, this is, we're going to show you some pictures here. You'll see crayons on the wall here.
The devil child actually stayed here. The spawn of Satan lived in this house. I am not joking. This house was nasty. Nasty house. This room was total, like, we had to burn sage, incense, everything because there was a lot of bad juju.
But this room, you see crayons on the wall, stains on the carpet, and if you pulled up the blinds, you'd see scratches on the windowsill.
Like it was encaged. It was beyond nasty.
See, Benji says he sees a hidden Mickey. Well, funny you should say that because this ended up being the Mickey room.
This is the Grand Mickey Suite.
So, yeah, there we go. There's the Mickey room. Now, there you'll definitely see Mickeys all over the quilt, on the bed. You'll see plenty of ornaments on the tree.
Layers and layers of paint.
So, yeah, that was that layers of paint is not, he's not kidding.
So, that was done. Oh, God, this bathroom.
This is our second bathroom in the hall. This is what we call the Oasis. Not because of the theme that you see there.
No, someone had too much fun on the wall there by the door. They love the sponge painting. So you get sponges full of paint and you do that sponge art. And it was magenta, lime green, and blue. It was gross. So now it's like celery. It's like very off.
It's more of a seafoam green.
Seafoam.
And for
wallpaper, all gone.
For the season, it is decorated with snowmen. So
yeah, that's our.
This is the kitchen. You'll notice the tile and the appliances, including the dishwasher off there to the right, which when Doug went to go open it, it fell out.
The dishwasher fell out. Now, one of the drawers, we didn't want to gross you out, had rotted and tons of onion peels and a dead cockroach. I mean, we're talking nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to take, when you walked out of the house, you had to take off your shoes and burn them.
You'll notice the white clinical tile looked like a vet's office.
That was a veterinarian
That
office.
was the counter, but we remodeled the kitchen, and there we have the granite countertops, the Italian tile.
Yeah, I mean, the cabinets got to be, but they're still in great condition. They were better. But
I got to say one thing. 15 years ago, when Arnie and Doug were redoing the house, they spent 100 days from the time they got the house to the time that they finished doing all their project. It was from November 6th to February 14th, where they did nothing but nonstop remodel of the house. I walked in one night about 3 weeks into their owning the home. It was about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and they had this chisel thing, an air hammer or whatever, pulling up all the tile from the kitchen floor. They wanted nothing to do with any of the surfaces that were existing in that house.
Yeah, exactly. Here's another angle of the kitchen. So that's what it looks like now.
So much nicer. So much nicer.
Yeah.
It was so skanky. Oh.
Now, this was a closet. You'll notice there's also crayon markings there on the door.
You can't see the bottom. It
was at that point that Doug discovered the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
Really gets rid of a lot of sin. I mean, we thought we would have to paint these suckers. It came off. I mean,
and there it is. That was the closet for the Mickey room.
Yeah. So luckily I salvaged those.
This is the family room.
Oh my God. The pergola's gone. The window was broken. Ugh.
Yeah.
The carpet.
That colored wall there was like a caca baby brown diaper kind of thing.
Yes,
it was super glossy too. It was shiny. It was plastic. It was a Lego wall. It was all plastic.
And that's what it looks like now. Of course, it's decorated for the season.
It is so different.
Now
that's the wall.
That's that wall. But you'll also notice blue tape on the floor. We designated where we were going to put tile on the floor. So we had made our purchase. This picture was 6 days after.
Yeah, I was already filling holes and everything, and we were lining everything out. So that's the same.
There's the same angle.
15 years later,
and there you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Christmas trees in that picture right there. Yeah, it's crazy.
To say I will never do this again is an understatement.
That's another same angle, or just a lower angle on it, and you can see right there where we cut the interesting angle in the tile to give a focal point for the family room with the carpet. Then there's another one from another angle. Same thing right there. So yeah. Then this was in the living room looking into the family room.
Like your back is at the window.
And you'll notice the ceiling fan. It's white with brass accents. That was something of the 90s, the brass accents.
Oh, it was Larry and Victoria Hildebrand. They were in their 60s and 70s. He worked at Ace Hardware, got everything on a discount. So everything was granny glass and brass. I mean, everything was old-fashioned and old lady, and all that had to go. So, because it was like, oh, this was on sale at Ace, so I'm going to bring it home.
I'll give that another Doug.
But he
granny glass and brass.
Granny glass and brass. Everything was granny, old fashioned. All that got thrown outside. I just took it.
But you'll also see we took up all of the floorboards, so there's nothing there on the wall.
Nope.
The tile that's there at the door, we had to chisel that up, and that is what we have now. So that's that same angle. Instead, it's a antique. Let's see, kind of a oiled bronze look for the fan instead. There you have also the tile on the floor and more Christmas trees, of course, because we can't help ourselves.
Surprise! We surprised Ben yesterday.
Can't help ourselves.
You had me at brass accents.
And then one more of the kitchen. This is after we had taken up the tile, removed appliances.
We had jackhammer. We didn't want to the can, but it was probably. Oh no, it was Matt. It was probably open box, and I mean they were old. They had a cat, and I'm not saying the cat was wrong, but they did something to the house because of the cat, which I was not thrilled with, but.
Look, there's no dishwasher.
It's Callie the cat. Remember Callie the cat was a slut in the neighborhood because it was walking around everywhere, and that cat was that was as Tom would say, that was the neighborhood whore because that cat was always outside. So it was Callie the cat and Larry and Victoria Hildebrand. Plus they're probably super dead by now. But I know they're seeing this and going,
oh my goodness. That's the kitchen angle. And now this is what it looks like. We actually moved the island closer into the kitchen. It was further out, but we moved it in as far as we could to give us more room within the family room. And it turns out it makes for a very good working space in the kitchen as well. So
I heaved it and picked that up. I'm like, I can't believe it. I just popped it up and you can't move it any more into it because there's electrical coming from it. In California, we have 18-inch slab cement foundations because, earthquake. But that's all I could heave it and picked it up. And it's super glued to this floor. It is not going anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. But but that's the work that we did.
House.
That's the work. That's just some of what we did. I mean, we did a lot,
the stories we have.
Every
for this
surface
thing.
was painted. Every piece of hardware was replaced. Every light fixture.
You didn't show him the picture of the Holly Hobby paper in the Satan's room. When I took the wallpaper off, I sprayed the stuff down. It was oozing glitter glue. I am not joking, people. I have pictures. I've documented this thing. I can't exaggerate enough how nasty this was. I called him up and I'm like, you won't believe what it is. My hands were full of glitter glue. They put up with glitter glue.
I remember him calling me at the office and he was in tears.
I was like, it was oozing down the wall, glitter glue. Why would you put a wallpaper border around? And we're not talking wallpaper. We're talking hideous Holly Hobby. I have a picture. I have some of it.
Oh, he's getting a sample of the actual. Yeah, he saved the actual wallpaper.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, where did they get
Michelle, thank you so much. We really worked hard to get it done. I'll let Doug go figure that out in the meantime. Let's go ahead and move on to So This Happened.
What? You guys
Holly Hobby wallpaper screams 70s.
Oh, no. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you remember the picture that Lily took of Candy dressed up as a Holly Hobby doll?
All right. Let me go ahead and present our camera.
I saved everything from this house. All of it's here. The wallpaper from the bathroom. That was around the center of it. I have...
Okay, get the Holly Hobby.
This is the Holly Hobby. Now, it doesn't have the ooze of glitter, but this was on the border, and it was all pointy, so it was never... But this was all around it.
That's hideous.
Oh, it was really bad. And you can't see the backing of it, but it was just full of glitter. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
So do you think they used the glitter glue to adhere it, or did somebody get up there?
They must have added glitter. They must have thrown it up there after they glittered it, put the glue. But because it was, the reason why they wanted to do it, because of it cut. So when they glued it all around. So between the two spaces, it shined. It was all sparkly between the points.
Donna says, okay, I have questions.
Donna, we'll have to talk offline at some point.
Yeah, call me. This is part of the bathroom wallpaper. The bottom part.
Nicole.
Seashells under the sea.
Yes, indeed. We have a lot of storage space around here.
Oh, yes.
We make efficient use of it as well.
Now, I only saved part of the carpet. I call it the apartment carpet. But this was in the corner of a closet that nobody had. I wouldn't touch the carpet the other way.
Look how thin it is.
It was really gross. And
really thin.
Kitchen tile. I kept it all. And it just makes you really love what you have. But again, I couldn't come up with enough stuff. I had to save this. Because these stories, I feel like I'm making this stuff up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I have the picture of the glitter glue you can't really see. Because cameras were not good back in 15 years ago. And we had an amazing blessing in the house. Got rid of all the bad sheet. Now when people come over, they can't leave. I can't get rid of them.
Jim says, my new fear is that the new owners of our old house are ridiculing our design decisions on a live stream.
Oh. But this wallpaper, the Holly Hobby wallpaper, this is in the Grand Mickey Suite. You can't even tell. That room is... mind-blowing.
This is actually like a good episode title for The Big Bang Theory. The Glue Glitter Conundrum.
That does sound like a Big Bang Theory episode titled. But I have everything.
So anyway, this week, obviously the Christmas forest, I don't have video of it, but you saw the Target tree that's in place now. And Ben, Sherry, what were your thoughts of walking around the house and seeing the forest in place?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's
you know what?
Every year I'm blown away.
I have to say it almost made me cry because it made me so I'm tearing up now. Just because our life has been so thrown on its head around here. That I mean, I still have my spring stuff piled up to put away.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to get anything, and we're down. We're not going to be around a lot during Christmas. So I'm not putting up my big tree. So to be able to walk around and see the trees and
I'll be
faff with the bows.
It's all full of warmth.
Yeah,
made me happy.
I'll be honest with you. Going through all of that, the decorating, especially because we started decorating less than a month that Mom had passed, and it really helped me do a lot of processing, a lot of. I went through a lot of emotions while decorating this year. So, but it was a very good thing for me, though.
We started so early, that was why. And yeah, we were dealing with a lot. We were having back problems, and I'm so glad we got to take our time and do it. And when we sat down, we had some guests over yesterday.
Thank you so much for the
and we
super
had
chat,
guests over, and Brady is the gal's the name.
No,
I can say her name.
No.
So we can. She came over, and she said something to me that was very heartspoken, because she's like, your house is so beautiful that she said normal people would do this once and they might not do it for another year or for another decade, or they only do it for a special moment. Yeah. You do this year after year and it gets bigger.
Yeah.
And we overdo it, Now, and I never thought of it that way.
I'll be honest with you. One of the reasons why it does get bigger is because of all of you. We like outdoing ourselves for the show, so it just makes it a lot of fun. I'm glad we were able to do 2 additional trees this year. So,
Arnie,
yes,
I just got a text from Carolyn, and she sent 2 pictures. One of you and Arnie in is that Big Thunder?
No, that is not Big Thunder. That is Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain, that's right. And then one of you and Phil in front of a popcorn vendor.
Oh,
she said, we flew to Anaheim on a December weekend in 1995, and Arnie, Ben, and another SoCal friend picked us up at the airport, delivered us to the Disneyland Hotel, then met us at the park the next day, a long time ago. That is when we got the shoehorn.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is when they got the shoehorn, some almost 30 years ago. So, anyway, I also want to bring up CASA. CASA is a fundraising organization that we have in our office. It stands for Community Activities and Staff Appreciation. This last week we had Halloween lunch. You'll see some of that during the moment of Groovy, so that when you see that, you'll know what I'm talking about there. We did a nice hot dog luncheon, a little fair. It was a lot of fun. So that was what CASA is. Ben, Sherry, a garage update.
We opened up our garage today. The door we thought was locked it all the time, but Sherry went over and
I got nosy this afternoon after they left.
So she threw the door open, and we found electrical boxes all lined up on the walls, along with drywall all in place. And it just needs to be taped and
mudded.
And then they need to finish the approach to the garage, where rebar has already been put down.
They put that down today too.
Yeah. And they also
driveway in the garage itself.
Yeah.
I didn't get any footage of this because I had no idea that all of this had been done.
Yeah, and then they did. They poured some cement in the area that is kind of the retaining wall where the gate will go. Right against the dirt that they backfilled next to the garage, and the drain is coming out of there. They have the electrical box. Does it have a plug? I think it's got a plug outside too. Yeah, they've got an outdoor plug now, and they've run the wire down through the conduit, and it's going to be, the conduit will be buried in the cement. they're probably going to have to put another breaker for all of that, but it's all in place and ready to go. By the way, the backlight was on last night.
It was?
Yeah. It was on for a while. When it was raining, I'm going, wait, that hasn't worked for years.
No, that's spooky.
So briefly touching on this one, Santa's Smokestack. What does that mean? That's actually the name of Sherry's craft show.
Stupid craft thing.
Not a stupid craft thing.
No, the name of it. It was really.
Well, I think the reason it's called Santa's Smokestack is because how many years did they say it's been happening now?
Like 30 some odd years.
Yeah, and the original one happened in a place near one of the smokestacks there in Contra Costa County. And so they just kind of called it the Santa Smokestack.
Oh, you mean the giant smokestack on Ignacio going out toward...
I think so.
Oh, that's not there anymore.
Yeah, they tore that down in the early aught decade.
Yeah, I think
what it was.
Yeah, and I think that's where it originally was held.
Well, at any rate, it was a wonderful craft fair, and Sherry did really well. She earned some spending money to take to Disneyland in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then yesterday you came for the visit to the villa.
Yeah. Yep.
And I also, Sherry, I wanted to thank you personally for helping out, especially with the fluffing of the bows. They look
really nice.
They look the best they have in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't stand looking at them. Sorry.
No, we were bumping into them, and we redid the one reef, and when you're pushing and everything, no, they look much better. We are going to get a garment book.
I did that show on Saturday, and then Arnie invited me to consider selling at his office. They do something in December, so I'll
with Casa.
Yeah, with Casa.
We're raising.
So I decided I was going to use some of the stuff I have to make at least 4 wreaths.
Yeah,
and I made one of them today. So this is one of the ones that's going to be sold.
Oh, that's very nice, Nicole. You're going to have to make a visit to the office. So,
yeah, the wreaths are going to be going for $40.
That's very reasonable. So, the visit to the villa was short and sweet, but very, very productive, actually. So.
Yeah, well, productive for you. However, sometime during the weekend, I tweaked the left side of my torso. So I've been in a little bit of aching. I spent the majority of yesterday, late afternoon to early evening, laying on a heating pad. And I feel a lot better now, but I was going to come home from Arnie's and light my Christmas tree so it'd be ready to be spinning behind us. Yeah. But I had to rest. I had to take a break and let my body rest. So hopefully next week,
ibuprofen.
Yeah, hopefully at this time next week, we'll see at the very least a lit Christmas tree. I'm about a month behind on setting up, and it's been one of those seasons where we just can't get our act together because of all things that get in the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's never ending. I mean, we were just talking about this is why we did because there was Saturdays I didn't want to do anything. My back was wonky, and you get busy. We had work.
We had Social Security to deal with. We had banks to deal with, that kind of stuff. And it just,
Indeed.
It just wears you down.
It does. So,
but anyway, that's why the whole area behind me is all covered with red panels that Sherry made for me. And I'm looking forward to putting Christmas signs in each cube, and that'll be the back or the background to my tree.
Yeah. For me, like I said, we're not going to do the big tree this year. We're going to do the Tinkerbell tree in the living room but we're actually decided to put it on the hearth because it's, a skinny.
Yeah, that's nice.
So we'll do that so we don't have to move any furniture around. And then,
and a Starbucks tree in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That'll work.
And then I'll decorate the bathroom. But other than that, the hallway's not getting done. I'll get my miniature tree out, and some of my nativity sets, but it's not going to be anything like what it's been in the past.
You still need to do it. You still need to put decorations up.
I do.
We were talking about that. Even though when you go through something like this, you can, tone it down. But it was like we were talking about that with the pandemic in 2020. We thought, we're only going to put a few up. And we're like, screw that. We're going to enjoy it. We need happy.
You're going to be home anyway, right?
We still did 20 trees anyway.
We still do
Speaking
a lot.
of trees, remind me next week to show the video that we took, because we did get something else for more holiday crap delivery. We got a miniature tree. So I want to share that with you and show you what that is. But I'll
do your video.
I'll do that once I have the tree decorated as well. So
yeah.
So it is 49 days until Christmas, 7 weeks from today.
We're done. It's just we've made a list of little things we need to do. The last big thing that we haven't done, but we didn't really have it planned anyway, is we do simple white lights around the kitchen window that goes outside. Yeah. So that's a weather permitting kind of thing.
He had me doing some unexpected things this last week. I redecorated.
We redid
3 trees because we moved ornaments around from one place to another. So I have to talk about that as well. And,
that's a
I'll share that later, but I'll be doing probably some YouTube shorts about that to share with you what's going on with Christmas for us.
I love it because so you want me to take the ornaments off of 3 trees and redecorate them to these? I'm like, yeah. It was great.
So I did.
So we stripped the ornaments off. Now he still has to do the 4th tree, but that's because of another reason, and he'll do a video for the 4th tree.
Yeah.
But because that was just a freak accident. Or happy accident.
Now, Sherry, you have a quick craft to show us?
I do.
Okay, let's go ahead and do a little crafting with Sherry. Pouring just a little bit more.
What was that?
Yeah.
Well, tonight we're going to do another Dollar Tree makeover. If you want to put the camera on, I will show everybody what light.
Yeah, let's do the light.
The light. This is a Dollar Tree sign that I'd seen and I thought, that is nothing I would put up in my home. I mean, the sentiment is great, but I don't find it very attractive. So I bought some of them, and I'll show you what I turned some of them into. This is one of them.
See, that's
yeah, all you really need is the frame. It's a blank canvas.
Yep, this is another one.
Great little dioramas.
Here's another one that's just very simple.
These were all at the crafty show.
Yeah. I was surprised none of these sold, but they like the bigger wall hangers better.
Yeah.
And then this one. So I kept one of the frames back so that I could show you what I did with it. And you can find these at the Dollar Tree, and they're not even holiday. They're in their home decor. So all I did was I took my little Cricut spatula and just kind of popped this off. And it doesn't matter if it tears the paint in the back because you're going to be covering it anyway.
Off very easily.
Yeah, it does very easily. And see, you've got that, but it doesn't matter. So then I got some of my 6x6 inch craft paper out and had to trim it down a little bit. And this is the one that I'm going to use today.
Okay.
So what I have to do is spray it. And this is what I'm using to tack it with. Sorry, Richard, not Mod Podge this time. But it's a Krylon. Oh, what happened to the camera?
Sorry about that. Wrong button.
He's had way too many drinks of alcohol.
So I'm using Krylon Easy Tax.
Now, why did you put that canister on my dresser?
Because I needed it.
No. Keep it on the floor, please.
I'll give me a half a shake, and I'm going to go spray it out of Ben's room.
Thank you. The dresser is a lot more valuable than the carpet in this room, I guarantee you.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, when we knew we were going to do it, we left the carpet there. It's great when you don't have to care. When you're painting, you just spill it all over. You just wipe things on the carpet because off it went into the... I thought the guy was going to have to use a hazmat suit just to get the nasty carpet out of there.
No, I treated myself with my dresser like 4, 5, 6 years ago. And I spent some money at Crate and Barrel. And I love my dresser. But I don't want anyone throwing craft supplies on my dresser.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we think of Crate and Barrel. We think of a law firm that is a commercial on TV.
Sherry, Richard apparently is calling his lawyer right now. So that's what Mike says.
The law offices of Crate and Barrel.
What I did was I sprayed the back of that paper, and the reason I like using this particular spray for this kind of thing is because if I use Mod Podge, it's hard to get into the little corners right here to adhere it. And this stuff is repositionable for almost the life of the project.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can take it off and put it wherever you need to. And you just need to let it sit for a minute. So there's the timer. So...
And you set the timer for what?
For a minute, because they like you to give it about a minute.
Oh, gotcha.
Is there crap you're trying to get off that thing?
It's some of the glitter from the
dear Lord.
Cleaner.
Glitter.
Or the tinsel. So like I said, I trimmed this one down early enough so that you wouldn't have to
watch your cut.
Yeah, because cutting this stuff, you can't just get it in one...
So now she's using her shiv to put it down into place.
Okay, then what I'm going to do on this one is take some quick dry tacky glue.
Just out of curiosity, how many types of adhesive do you have?
We don't have enough time to count.
And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of this glue, if it'll come out.
The tip's sealed by itself.
Got a $5 super chat from Frostbite. Don't touch the board. Last time you did that, you made a mistake.
It's loud. It woke me up.
What do folks think of the final 4 Hallmark keepsake Haunted Mansion keepsakes? My guess.
Oh, we have them all.
Ghost, Constance Hatchaway, Singing Bus, and Hitchhiking Ghost. You know what? We're not sure how many more. I believe they're going to be doing 6 more. 3.
I think 3.
3 next year
more.
and 3 in 2025. So
okay, so what I'm doing is just putting some of this white tacky glue down on where the snow is here. I'm going to put some snow down.
What kind of snow? And is it going to be messing up my room?
No, it's not going to mess up my room.
You'll be breathing in your lungs.
But I would like to thank Frostbite for that $5 super chat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm hyperventilating over here. I don't know what to expect from this. I got the same feeling when she lit my room on fire that one time with that craft.
Oh, you guys have insurance.
Oh, Frostbite was told there were only going to be 7 ornaments.
I heard there were going to be 3, 3, and 3. There were going to be 9. I have no idea.
Let's just say it's one of those things that I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. I mean, we thought they were going to be cool when they came out. I didn't realize how cool it was.
You hold this box.
They are, wow.
Why am I holding a box?
You'll see.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear
you need
Lord.
something to dump it in.
Ben, Donna says to have your dust buster ready.
And
a
this
extinguisher.
This is just some snow that I got from Hobby Lobby, but I want to do it over a box. So hold on here, guys, because I don't want there's a fan going in here to turn it.
Oh, wow.
It's not as bad as glitter.
No, it's like California snow.
Hold this now so that it doesn't.
Oh, because it's plastic, like everybody in Southern California.
Yeah.
They're all plasticky down there.
Just for reference of that, back in the 80s, we would do real trees for when I was a kid. And we would decorate it, instead of flocking, we would do California snow that you'd buy at Macy's. You'd buy a bag of plastic snow.
Okay. Kid nothing, you were 20.
So it was fun.
So what I did was I just went ahead and...
Hold that thought, Sherry. For a $5 super check from Downscale, looks at cards, peers at Frostbite, check.
Thank you, guys. Going back and forth.
For a $5 super chat, thank you, Downscale.
In the box so that it won't fall over your...
Thank you. She's finally being considerate.
I always am. But this has some iridescent stuff in it as well as the plastic. So I wanted this instead of glitter this time. So then I got these little snowmen at Hobby Lobby. And the one thing that always irritates me when I'm using things like this is that it has the hole in it for stringing. So what I'm going to do is put
a bow.
He's going to get a big pom-pom.
Oh,
the other pom-pom.
Huh?
He's going to cover the other pom-pom.
Yep.
That's actually pretty clever.
So that's the snowman. He's going to get glued in place.
Standing in the plastic snow?
Yep.
Fa la 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 la.
Yeah, Sherry.
It's very big.
Donna says that bugs her too.
You know, I hate going to craft shows and seeing things that they're selling and they've got at least put a bow on it, man. So I'm just going to place him right there.
Neil's glad that he made it in time to see you do his little crafting.
Oh.
Hello, Neil.
And then I've got all kinds of different snowflakes here. So
nice.
Are they glittery or shiny?
Some of them are, some of them are not. These are actual stickers that are clear background but have like a shiny iridescent. So I'm just going to place a couple of them down, and then I've got these might be too big, I don't know, but let's see.
Ben?
Yes?
Paul says that he still wants to see Sherry off camera while you're cooking. For that reference, everyone, this past week, Ben made chocolate frosties from Wendy's. It was a hack that he did. And Sherry was laughing off camera.
Yeah.
So that is a reference to that little thing. If you've not yet watched Ben make a hack for chocolate frosty, you got to watch it. It's hysterical.
What a mess.
And then I've got these itty bitty ones.
You could get all this stuff after Christmas, so don't like hyperventilate people thinking, oh, I can't make it. All this stuff, 90% off.
Buttons.
So cheap.
And so what I'm doing is I didn't bring my little clippers with me, so hopefully I can get it off with scissors. And I'm just cutting the little loop off of the top.
Oh, is it like a button?
The bottom. Yeah, it's a button. And so I'll just glue that in place.
Yeah, Donna's right. It did make a lot of Frosty.
It really did, and I've had some of it, but the majority of the bowl is still in the freezer.
Yeah, well, there's a lot there.
I'd have enough to share with everyone watching the stream if everyone was like right outside my door.
You could set up a concession stand right out the front door.
Yeah.
Frosties.
The way it froze, though, it wasn't nice and creamy like an actual Frosty. You kind of have to chip away at it, and it's
more like a chocolate ice.
Yeah, it does have more of a chocolate ice quality to it.
Frostbite says road trip. Mm.
She's doing more cutting over here. Don't cut fingers.
No, she's careful.
It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, well, the last thing I want to be doing is taking you to the ER.
Blood everywhere. It would be the murdered snowman. Instead of a...
It would be just my luck for her to get up from the table and then get her balance by touching my dresser with the bloody fingers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, that button that you just took apart, part of it landed on my laptop right here in front of me. So I'm
not that one.
This one did.
That was the other one.
But it landed on my laptop.
Sherry, that's really cute.
I think I'll put a couple more and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah. Well, you could have this for $59.99 at 40% off.
Hobby Lobby or Michael's?
Oh, either. I think this is more Hobby Lobby crap.
And your signs, after you finish them, are you sell them for $10?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what to do as far as the. Where'd that one go?
It just flipped down below.
Oh, okay. There it is. I'm throwing it away in the box.
Thank you.
Oy vey. KMN.
Okay. Like that. That's really nice.
So I'm just going to put one more up here and I'm done.
Okay. This is actually a very simple, approachable craft. These don't cost much to put together if you have the supplies for it.
But you got to find the paper and use a little thinking about it. But when you look at other people's ideas, you could spring off of it. That's the great thing about creativity.
Yeah, and this. Oh.
Go get your pliers.
I'm not going to go get him just for one little button.
These scissors are probably going to be unusable after.
Ben, Richard says he would have heated the hack and added whipped egg whites, blended it in to make it more creamy.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Good idea, Richard.
Where'd everything go now, Ben?
You tell me. I'm not watching.
Where'd the button go?
Oh, dear Lord.
I got the garbage thrown away, but where'd the button go?
It would be my luck to just walk around here and step on it because it was one that flew out somewhere. Way. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going to get you. Well, I'm going to have to do this again, so...
Oh, dear Lord.
Bear with me, guys. Just one more. That's
I'm not allowed to make noise. I had the smelling popcorn in here, and it was like, ugh, it was making me sick. I actually don't like the smell of popcorn anymore.
Really?
Not
even freshly made one.
Oh well, no. If it's freshly made at certain things, like I don't mind the waft at Disneyland when you smell fresh popcorn in the park. There's something about that popcorn. I was traumatized by very bad microwave popcorn. I'm sorry, Oh,
Yeah.
microwave popcorn is absolutely nasty and evil. Evil to the core. And I think I've smelled enough of that to make me nauseous. So sometimes when I smell a certain way, it brings back bad memories of microwave popcorn. And I was just getting enough waft of popcorn that I had to make noise and I didn't want to get yelled at.
Last year, Wendy's did do a peppermint flavored Frosty for the holidays. Right now, they have chocolate and pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't like the pumpkin spice. It just did nothing for me.
Okay, so there you have it. Just a simple little.
Sherry, Benji says this craft is kind of snow that he likes during the winter as it doesn't come with freezing weather.
I want it to get cold. I'm so tired of this nice weather.
Yeah, but I don't want freezing weather. I just want it to be cool.
I don't want to be completely snowed in, but I want inclement weather.
Well, this is one thing I can show you guys too. Is this snowflake here had been cut in half because I did one where I wanted one just off to the side. So don't be afraid to cut these things up and put them off to the side so it looks like it's part of the frame.
Oh, very nice. Well, Sherry, this is great.
Very easy to do.
This one is going to be available at the craft show that we do at my office?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be in December. It's going to be the second Tuesday of December, December 12th. Doug and I will be selling jam, and Sherry will be selling crafts.
And any of this crap that's not left over, she'll just take a picture of it and say, let me know. Send me an Insta message.
In fact,
deal or no deal?
What I may do, Arnie, is I may go ahead and take pictures of everything that was left.
Okay.
And that way you can post them, and if anybody wants any of it, they can let you know, and we can get it off to them.
Absolutely. Ben, do you want to...
Because, yeah, I've got more than I think we'll be selling at
the next craft fair?
At the next boutique, yeah.
I just saw someone talk about a Neapolitan option of Frosties, and I gotta say that would be amazing.
You could do that.
You
Like
don't get it up. You don't get the Frosty at Wendy's. You do a Neapolitan shake at In-N-Out.
In-N-Out Burger does do a Neapolitan shake. It's part of their secret menu.
Yeah,
but
Sherry, people are thanking you for the tips. That was a very nice little craft. Thank you very much. A lot of fun. Okay.
We bored everybody.
We did not bore everybody.
A lot of people.
No, we did not lose a lot of people. Okay, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for a very fun evening. I think we are about ready to wrap things up here.
Yeah.
Don't forget, the Moment of Groovy is going to show you several things of what happened during the week, including that little Casa event that I told you about. And also you see a little decorating there and some shopping that we did too. We did shopping. Yeah, especially at Trader Joe's. So stick around for that. It's the Moment of Groovy coming up here at the end of the show, everyone. Thank you so much. We're going to be back next Monday night, same time, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. You're on Pepper Tree Villa. But even before that, Ben, what's coming up this week on Life with Ben?
I'm going to take everyone to the craft fair that we went to this past Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
And show samples of what Sherry did and just have everyone kind of feeling like they hung out with us for the day.
And if any of you see anything there that you're interested in, reach out to us, because if it's still there, I'm willing to sell and ship. I just don't want the stock. So
yeah, don't blame you.
No.
Yeah, especially the Christmas ornaments. Those are very easy to send through the mail.
Yeah, tons of different Christmas ornaments.
Exactly, and they're a lot of fun too. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'd like to give a special thank you to Gene G, Frostbite, and Downscale for the super chats tonight. Thank you very much. Always appreciated. We never expect them, nor do we demand them in any way, but it's always appreciated. So thank you so much. And I'm looking here. What if you build a David Letterman style desk, put Sherry behind it, and interviewed each of you? You know what? The one thing I would like about David Letterman's desk would be like the faux windows behind you. Take some paper, fold it up, and then throw it behind you, and hear the glass break.
I could really have fun with something like that.
Yeah,
you would know what was coming.
I won't sign on for that.
Well, we will be back next Monday night, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, here on PTV. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
Been watching PTV Live Holiday Edition here on Pepper Tree Villa. Everyone have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now your moment to groovy. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Night.